These were highly coordinated tariffs. I dug into the timeline of what had to happen for this to go through. Keep in mind that we're 2 weeks into the Trump second presidency. It feels like it's been a lot longer. But I want to point a couple of things that allowed this to happen when it did. So the first part was on Inauguration Day, one of the many executive orders that was signed was a national emergency declaration on the southern border, specifically focused on fentanyl and immigration. And this will be really important in a couple moments. But the next domino that had to fall was on January 25th, Kristi Noem was confirmed as the Secretary of Homeland Security. This is a very important role that helps manage the HTS codes, helps manage different tariff implementations, things like that. January 28th, we had Scott Bessent confirmed as the Secretary of Treasury. On January 29th, Pam Bondi cleared a Senate committee and is likely to be confirmed as the Attorney General. And then the first confirmation hearing for Howard Lutnick, who will be Secretary of Commerce, was on January 29th. You need all of these cabinet positions filled in order to do what has been done. There's a lot of elements here, whether it be security, tariffs, negotiating trade deals, getting the money in, all those sorts of things. You basically have to have a cabinet that's filled in order for someone to be able to implement these types of aggressive tariffs that are coming through. So that kind of led to February 1st, where President Trump enacted the EPA clause. I forget the acronym, but basically it's emergency powers that Congress gave to the president, and this has been on the books for a long time, to put aggressive trade measures in place in times of national emergency. And so because we had declared a national emergency on January 20th, we could trigger this clause. And you might be thinking, in the case of Mexico and Canada, we have the USMCA, we have a free trade agreement. How could this happen? Well, the reality is that there is an absolute free trade agreement between these three countries, but there is a carve-out that says that that free trade agreement can be set aside in cases of a national emergency. And so again, because of the national emergency, it was declared on the 20th, this allows a get out of USMCA free card. And now President Trump has the cabinet in place to effectively push the agenda on this. And so I guess the point that I want to make is that this was something that was planned for many months, and it happened as soon as they could have done it feasibly. I mean, you look at some of these dates. I know initially they thought maybe March 1st is when they was happening, but they weren't messing around.